Last week, I went to a park in Texas that is known to be teeming with alligators.
Oh, he's moving. Oh, hello. Whoa. Are you getting that?
Along with many other animal species. And it certainly did not disappoint.
So there's a squirrel right up there in this tree.
It was one big adventure not too far from my hometown. Let me introduce you to Brazos Bend. Our journey started off with an early morning 3-hour drive to the park. The park itself is only an hour south of Houston, which luckily for us, isn't too far from where we live.
Recording? All right, taking audio. We're at Brazos Bend State Park. There's a ton of alligators here.
Immediately, we were greeted with lush green landscapes, which is a good indicator of a major source of water nearby.
Yay! Nice. Let's put this stuff up. I gotta use the bed.
Our trip is only going to last one night, so we decided to book a cabin for $25, which isn't a bad price at all. The cabin didn't have any air conditioning, but luckily for us, we won't need it as it is early April, and the hot temperatures of the summer months won't come for about another 6 to 8 weeks. After we were done setting up camp, we headed to our first stop on the trip, Elm Lake. We were immediately greeted with white birds in the grassy areas, and we spotted a few ducks out in a nearby pond. As we continued walking on, we had a turtle spotting on the nearby road. And shortly after, our first alligator encounter.
All right, guys, so there's actually a gator like right over there across the bank. And I don't know how big it is, but it definitely looks over 6 feet. I would not be surprised if it's about an 8-foot gator.
After getting our first glance of an alligator at the park, we continued along the path around the lake and spotted many more animals along the way.
So there's a squirrel right up there in this tree, and he's just looking down right at me. So I have this camera pointed up at him. I'm gonna try and get some like really pretty footage of him just looking down at us. I'm also gonna see if I can get some photos as well.
Unfortunately, we didn't encounter any more gators, so we headed back to the car to go to our next destination. And as my sister and Christian were resting from the hike, I had an unexpected encounter with a turtle that I've never had before.
All right, so I was over here filming birds. There's like a lot of little white birds roaming around this area, and I saw this turtle on the ground, and I was actually just getting shots of her, just of her head, like some really nice portraits of her. And as I got closer, I noticed that there was like this huge hole underneath her. I looked further in and I noticed that there were eggs. So I don't know if she just gave birth or I don't know how long this nest has been here, but she is kind of like burying the eggs. Like you can no longer visibly see it from like this point of view because she's been like burying it with her back feet. But it's just been such a cool experience to see. I've never seen a turtle, like a live turtle's nest up close like this. And so it's just a really cool space to share this with her. And she is actually like, she doesn't seem like too worried about us, about our presence at all. Like I've been here, I think she knows that I'm not gonna hurt her. But yeah, she's just been chilling. I haven't touched her at all. I do not plan on touching her because this is her nest. So yeah, it's just been such a really cool experience to see. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna get over here and let her do her thing. But yeah, super cool.
Once she was finished bearing her eggs, she quietly walked away and headed toward the nearby lake. And we headed to our next stop, 40 Acres Lake.
So we're out here at 40 Acres Lake, and the past like 20-30 minutes there's been 2 alligators, if not 3, just circling around this pier. And I don't know if you can see them, but they're like, one's right over there and then one's right beyond this pier. We've been getting tons of footage of them, so it's just been such a really cool experience. I was actually at the back end of this pier over here filming birds, and then I just see this gator like just swim right towards me, and he like goes under the pier. He's like super close to us, and then a second one pops up, and it's just been like such a cool, amazing experience to get that close to the gators, because I didn't think we were gonna get that close. So that's just been really, really cool. They look to be about, I'd say like 6-7 foot long. They're not like super huge gators, but still really cool sight nonetheless. Super thankful that we got to see them. After this, we're actually gonna walk around down a path around this entire area, just because I ran into another photographer out here. I think he's mainly focused on birds, but he said if you follow this path and go on this side of the lake, there's actually another big lake on the other side. And so you're walking on this path in between 2 big lakes, and it's pretty common for gators to come up in that area and just like bask on the shoreline. So with any luck, we'll see some big ones, and we'll be able to get pretty close to it. So yeah, that's where we're gonna head to.
Along the way of walking that path, I was able to capture some of my favorite footage from the trip, and I'm so glad I ran into that other photographer.
So I believe the last time I checked in, we were at the pier filming the alligators, and I said we were gonna walk around a pathway that came to the other side, and that's currently where we are. There's like a little observatory where I'm standing, and it like just overlooks like this beautiful lake on this side, and then there's another lake behind the camera on that side. And we did see a couple more gators over here. I also got a lot of beautiful like bird shots here. To be honest, I have no idea what bird species I'm filming. I really came here to focus on gators and film and photograph them. But there's just so many like beautiful bird species out here, and I wish I knew what they were so that I could tell you guys, but I don't. I'm gonna have to like look that up later to be able to like, you know, give you actual scientific information about what I'm filming and photographing. But this area is absolutely gorgeous. The gear that I'm using is a Sony 100 to 400 millimeter, and I'm loving this lens right now. I do not own this lens, I rented it, and it is getting like amazing stuff. I'm loving it. And I'm shooting on the Sony a7 IV, and this camera is absolutely amazing for filming and photographing. So getting some really good stuff. I'm pretty happy with what I've been getting so far. But yeah, I think the plan is just to continue like walking back where we parked and hopefully seeing some more cool stuff, and then probably start making some dinner. I think we're gonna be cooking some hot dogs tonight, and then maybe go fishing later on after, as it gets dark. But yeah, super excited to be here. I'm loving it.
As we prepared for nightfall and watched the sun set on the horizon, we decided to come back to 40 Acres Lake just to see what things look like at night.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's something swimming in the water, something big.
Oh, that's a gator.
There it is.
Look at the little gator.
Dang.
Alrighty guys, good morning. So today is day 2 of our adventure out at Brazos State Park, or Brazos Bend State Park. I think the goal is just to try and get a couple more wildlife shots. I got a lot yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. I think today will just be trying to see if we can get like any cool, like super cool encounters. Like I would love to get a shot of like a gator basking in the sun with his mouth open and like being able to see his teeth. I would love to get that. Or maybe just like a really big alligator. That would be sick. Because I think the biggest one we've seen was probably about 8 or 9 feet long. So yeah, the goal is just to kind of just keep exploring, see what else we can see, and hopefully it goes well. Okay, so there is currently an alligator like right on the pathway, and me, a couple other people behind me are looking at it, and it's just like sitting in the middle of the pathway. Like I saw it walk up here, and it's just like basking in the shade, and it has its mouth open and everything, and I've been getting some really cool shots with it on my main camera, and yeah, this is just like super cool because honestly, like I was about, me and my sister and Christian were about to just call it because it's kind of hot out here, and we got a lot of good stuff yesterday. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk around the path one more time just to see if we see anything worthy of getting. And lo and behold, this pops up, and it's the one shot that I haven't gotten yet, which is a gator with his mouth open and we can see his teeth. And it's just been so cool, and it was actually funny because a lady and her dog were coming this way on the trail, and the lady was kind of scared to go around the gator, and for good reason. She had her dog. It's not too big of a gator. It's probably like, I'd say 6 or 7 feet long, but it is nonetheless a good-sized gator. So I am kind of glad she decided to just turn around with her dog, just because I would have no idea how it would have reacted. But I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but it's just sitting like right over there. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, super cool encounter. Super lucky encounter. I didn't think I'd be able to see this. It's funny that it's just like on my last walk around before we probably head out. So yeah, super excited and cool to be able to see this and experience this.
As we were packing up to leave, this gator had one more surprise for us.
Oh, he's moving. Oh, hello. Oh, he's moving. He's going back. Are you getting that? I'm gonna see if I can get a photo of him. He just chills there. Wow.
You just plopped.
I know.
Sadly, it was now time to say goodbye to the Gators and head home as my time at Brazos Bend State Park had come to an end. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.